Bertolani.
Standing here at the GVRHA Waterwheel Reining Classic with Franco Bertolani, and Franco has been so fantastic in having a clinic for us just before the show. Ran a couple of days, so we wanted to do a few interviews with Franco on what we covered in the clinic. So day one, Franco, we had circles.
Yes, I used to do 2 days clinics, and not more than 2 days. I think more than 2 days is kind of too much info for everybody. People get tired from me. So
well, everyone has a brain overload, don't they? Not just the people, but the horses, I guess.
Exactly. So, but it was a really good clinic. I really enjoyed. We had the first day. We talked about circle. I started with lead departure, circles, and speed control on the first day in the morning. And first day afternoon we talked about turnarounds. And second day we talk about stops in the morning, and into always the last day afternoon I talk about lead changes and rollbacks.
Absolutely. And so back on the circles that we chatted about on the first day, and we had a lot of fence sitters there, was great. Tell us about some of the key things that you do to improve the circles.
Well, usually what I'm always looking for, I saw a lot of people babysitting the horses a lot. They help the horse, and what I try to do, just leave the horse alone, make mistakes, and then we try to fix it. So it's basically shut one door and open another door. So we do a lot of steer on the circle. I want the horse locked in the circle by themselves with my hands down and loose rein. That's what the judge is looking for right now.
And some of the steering you were doing was different. Like I was fence sitting the clinic, and you were doing steering either straight across the circle, or you were like for, I guess, leaning out, and you were steering more in a tighter circle for leaning in.
Yeah, well, yeah, I always steer when the horse lean out or lean in, because I believe like some horses are 2 tracks, they put like the hips inside and the shoulders go out, and sometimes they lean out and sometimes they lean in with the hips, so I still steer in. But when the horses steer out, I just used to steer and cross the center, the circle, like cut in half. And when the horse is 2 tracks, I want to bring the shoulders line up with the hips, so that make like steer more long, more short, like small squares, and to bring that shoulders line up with the hips. So those kinds, 2 more main exercise that I do on the circles.
And you're also talking about steering for being helpful for horses that race in a circle, that start racing off in a circle, and maybe forebeating as well, I guess?
Yes, exactly, because like when the horse is leaning, they usually speed up, because they want to get like towards the gate or the fence. So that's why the horse speed up. And a lot of people, when the horse speed up, they start to bridle, but maybe the horse is not hot. The horse just leaning, they speed up because they are leaning. So if you steer, you shut that door, and the horse slow down automatically.
So steering is one of your big tools in your toolbox for the circles and improving your circles.
Exactly. I don't think it's only mine, but a lot of big trainers doing that. So sometimes people wouldn't worry too much about a horse's face, and we want the horses like natural, like pleasing to watch, and these steer parts that you have your right, left, and put the horse like in the box, and that when you go show, you put your hands in the horse still there.
Fantastic. And you also spoke about lead departures. Tell us some of your tips around those.
Well, the lead departure is not kind of like big deal or something like really difficult, but now you want that really natural lead departures. And back there, people just bending the horse so much and side pass and ask the horse face. No, it's not wrong. When you show, you can do whatever you want, but like just looking something like more natural, more fluid, not much preparation. So that won't make your circle from -half to 0, but if you have some circles like between 0 and -half or 0 plus half, that good lead departure can step up your score.
And because probably a lot of people forget that the lead departure is actually going to affect that circle maneuver score.
Exactly, that affect for sure. If you don't have a really nice lead departure, you have a risk of penalties, but also you can again, you won't increase your score in the circle, but if you have circles in the middle, might can go up your scores or maybe stay down, or like if you have a 0 -half, can might -half, you have a really poor lead departure.
Fantastic. We saw some great improvement from the start of the clinic to the end of the clinic on your circles, so it was great to watch those tips, and I'm sure a lot of people who are fence sitting also got a lot out of it for even this show. So thank you very much for that, and stay tuned for our next interview on the spins.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.